My experience in the Philippines took place when I was young. I was a student at NTID until I graduated and couldn't find a job. I had been searching for a job when I noticed an advertisement for deaf volunteers to join the Peace Corps. It had been a dream of mine for a long time. I decided to go ahead and try and sign up for it. I went for an interview and then had a physical examination done. I was accepted to join and went to Gallaudet University for 8 weeks of training. It was really busy time. I learned in 8 weeks what I normally would in 4 years. Finally, all 12 of us, there were 4 hearing people and 8 deaf people from different states, passed the training. We embarked on a 20-hour flight to the Philippines. It was a very long flight. We were so tired. As soon as we arrived, I felt nervous. There were soldiers standing there with guns resting on their hips, fingers on the trigger, and smoking while keeping watch. I just told myself, stay positive. We entered customs to have our passports stamped. Then, after we settled down for the night, went to sleep exhausted. The next morning found us going through culture shock. There was so much traffic on the roads and pollution in the air was horrendous. My nails and mucus were filthy from the dirty air. It made me realize how clean the U.S. was because the Philippines was the complete opposite. Actually, in the rural areas, it was much better. In cities like Manila, it was horribly polluted. Later on, we met our sign language instructor to learn Philippine Sign Language, PSL, also called FSL. And guess what happened? I fell in love with my teacher. We've been married now for 32 years. After we finished our training, we went all over the Philippines to teach deaf children PSL, also called FSL. It was really interesting. Growing up, the Philippines children believed life in the U.S. was perfect. They didn't know that there are also people who are deaf, blind, or disabled living in the U.S. and throughout the world. They were really surprised and couldn't believe there are deaf people in other countries. The children were so cute and, I'm sorry to say this, much better behaved than children in the U.S. They tended to say things with respect, like, "Good morning, sir," but in the U.S. it would be more casual and aloof. I really enjoyed the children, the food, and the people of the Philippines. I just needed to be careful while living there. I really enjoyed my time in the Philippines. If you ever think about joining the Peace Corps, please come and see me for help. It could be the time of your life.